of a running mate for either the NPP or the NDC, knowing that they are both from the north?
Yes. For both parties, none of the parties can now turn to the north, any of the northern regions.
They can't go there anymore.
You can't go there.
Why not?
In our politics, regional balance is critical. You may agree or disagree, but it's a fact. Let any of these two major political parties turn to the north. You will see the consequences. Other regions are going to feel rejected. For instance, let MPP choose from the north. In fact, not even choose. Let the flag bearer pronounce or make any pronouncement of the desire to choose from the north. David, you will hear it a lot. One, the Asantis, for example, the Asante region, for example, which is the World Bank of the party, is going to feel heavily disappointed or heavily rejected or betrayed, I should use that word. And therefore, you can see clearly that Bawumia cannot turn to any of the northern regions. NDC cannot do same. Because if it does it, some regions, including the Volta region, which is its World Bank, may also begin to complain. And it's good. That's why I said it's going to be a tough one.
But is that to suggest, based on what you just said, is that to suggest that, for example, they are both from the north, so they should be considering people from, let's say, for the MPP, somebody from the Ashanti region, for the NDC, somebody from the Volta region? Is that what you're saying?
Not necessarily Ashanti and Volta, but the point is that for north is out.
Okay.
For the north, that's my point.
Because they are coming from there.
They are coming from there.
Now, how about, gender? How about religion? How about educational background? Do they all come to play, and how much weight do they put on these things?
Yes. Gender, education, of course, education should be very important. For that one, we can't downplay it. And I'm talking of formal education in the real sense of it. For gender, yes, but then you see that it doesn't play that significant role in our electoral politics. Ethnicity, yes, that may carry some weight. Here, if you want to say that because he is Asante and therefore must be picked, because he is Ewe and therefore must be picked, that may not necessarily augur well for the political parties. Look at who can best pair the flag bearer. Who can best pair the flag bearer, in the sense that this person will be able to compensate for even both complement both the strengths and weaknesses of the flag bearer. This is what you should be critical, not necessarily the gender of the running mate. So look at who is it that can best pair with the flag bearer.
But is that to also suggest that, because I know of situations where people have played that gender card. So if you have a female, for example, partnering a male, the female may appeal to the female genders, and then might give them some kind of votes. You're saying that it doesn't wash?
No. I'm not saying it's zero, but it's not that significant.
Okay.
It's not that significant. If you look at our electoral political atmosphere, we have a group that are always clinged to political parties. And then we have those that remain undecided until that day. So for this group is what we are looking at. Okay. And you can see that to them, gender may play very insignificant role. Okay. They will look at what do you have to offer? What are your competencies? Okay, these are the key issues they may want to look at.
So the 2024 elections is crucial to both parties. MPP wants to break the 8, NDC would want to come back to power. What do you think for the MPP they should be considering? What should they be looking at for?
A number of factors, David. One is the issue of running mates. Very critical to the MPP. They should look at the issue of the running mate. And then they must also look at what I want to call service. They are the incumbent. MPP is the incumbent. And if you look at if you listen to the media, radio especially, a lot of complaints. From now till the day of elections, what can MPP do to redeem some of these images, especially in areas that they know are of their traditional strongholds? Yes, it should be national or nationwide, there are some areas that are very critical to them. Even if you do this, if you look at these elections they just had, if you look at their fortunes in some of the regions, you could see that they are really strong there, and therefore need to. And there's one other thing they must do.
That is,
they must be able to come back together.
Okay, so unity, and that has been